Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Realm News. I am your host, the Dark Lord, and I have a very special episode for you all today. Yes, very special. I have a guest that you're all familiar with, but it has been about a year and a half since they've been on the show. I'm talking about the artist of Realm News, the person who has designed all the amazing logos over the years, and my brother, who goes by the Sun King. Sam, welcome back to Realm News. Is long overdue.
Long overdue. I didn't know it was a year and a half. Too long.
It's been a long time, man.
Long time. What's going on?
Like, I don't know, bro. Where you been?
Slow down. I've been around the world and back again. There and back again. Like our dear friend Frodo. Where's that Bilbo?
I don't know. Both. They were both adventures, so.
Yeah, I need to take a run through those books again. But glad to be back. Glad to hear you do your intro again. I almost gave you a dun dun dun, Dark Lord.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I know. I'm glad to have you back on. You're my first guest on the show ever. And
that's true.
Heck, you've done quite a few episodes, man, since you've been on here. And
that
the audience knows you. To the new people, like I said, you're the artist, the residential artist of the show. Yeah, and we're going to be discussing this. It's going to be a two-part series. I'm going to break this up. We're going to first kind of go over this list. This was your idea over a year and a half ago. You came up with this. It's kind of continuing from where we left off, but I've been working on this list. It's things that we would like to see added to Minecraft, and I've been adding my own ideas to this since last time.
Yes.
So I thought we would start with that, bro.
Yeah, super fun. Yeah, I don't know. It was like a lightning strike of an idea, but also we should acknowledge, I think one of the things that I had as an improvement kind of got added to the game, which was like different combat, and they added the spear, which is a fun new weapon to play around with, and the mace, which I don't think either of us have found yet.
No, I've never found a trial chamber. The spear is super fun, and I think the spear's been added a lot of new game mechanics to the game that have been favorable for the community. I know some people don't like it, but I really enjoy it. Like, what are some, like, obviously, I don't know if you're familiar with Michael TBH, bro, but he's had this campaign for almost, I think, 800 days, nearly 800 days of asking for dual wielding. He's been on the show for a few times.
All right.
Because he wants to see us have the ability to attack with both hands, which I 100% support, because
I agree with that too. That'd be really fun.
Isn't it odd that we can't equip our left hand with anything useful?
Yes. Well, I'm sorry for the pause. You just sent my mind reeling, because I think the map is the only thing maybe offhand, and the shield.
Yeah, the shield, map, the totem of undying is another object.
Correct.
That gives you immunity.
Right.
There's something else. There's something else, I think. Go ahead.
Probably one other thing that we're forgetting, but I think it would be super fun if we could dual wield. I fully support that campaign. Heck yeah, get after it, man. Because that would also open the option to, like, if you have a shield in the offhand, that you could parry a monster, or like open it up to combos or something. I think daggers would be a cool addition. Not to hop right into us adding additions. But one other thing I thought about earlier today, this would just be another material tier, but um, you eventually collect so many bones. Bone weapons would be cool. Bone armor would look cool.
Oh,
You
that's like
know?
getting into some Mad Max type.
Yeah,
Or
dude.
what am I thinking? Like with the bones, like headgear and stuff, like and shoulder
Yes.
pads would be cool. Rib
Yeah.
cages.
Skeleton horse,
That would
bone
be
armor,
awesome, man.
bone shield. I think that would be sick.
That would be incredibly awesome. And plus, that would give some use potentially to the overworld fossils. Like I've never came across these, but they exist.
Oh,
They exist somewhere. We don't know what animal it was supposed to be, but they're almost like dinosaur bones.
interesting. I haven't heard of this.
And so maybe, yeah, dude, like Minecraft has so many things.
I
I can't
will
remember
never
when
run
the
into half
bones
of
were
them.
put in. No, I will never finish this show because I will never discover everything. Um,
Exactly.
and but dude, bone armor would be amazing. Bone weapons would be amazing.
Wouldn't that be cool? Like riding a skeleton horse, bone armor, bone sword. I think that they should make shields of all the tiers that you can make weapons out of personally, instead of just iron. But like last episode, a year and a half ago, I guess. Um, this is all our wish list. We're not programmers and we're not geniuses and we're not, insistent that the game does this. This is just stuff that we want to see. And I think would be cool. Would be shields of different
Yeah,
varieties. You know. Um,
different shapes. Like like they had
oh,
different like the Roman shield.
the circular. Oh
There's
yeah,
so
the
many different
giant
shields.
tall one. Yeah, dude, the round
Yeah, the
circular one
giant
would be
tall one.
really sick.
Can't have
But
circles
also,
in Minecraft.
oh, all right, polygonal approximation to a circle.
Even though we have a
Um,
clock.
we have a clock.
And we have
There's you can
snowballs.
you can do some things. There's snowballs. Um, but I think
Yeah,
that would
you
be
could.
really
You could.
cool to add more customization. Also, you know, be fun for the players who are like I'm in all diamond armor, but I have an iron shield. Nah, diamond shield, or netherite shield
Yes.
or copper shield that
Yes.
can
We need
degrade.
metal parity to the shield.
I agree. Yes, so that's a couple of my things before I get to the big one, which I kind of cooked up all this week. Um, were like some weapon material type changes, and you can add that wherever they wanted to place bone. If they wanted to be like bone weapons and bone armor below iron or below copper now,
Hmm.
like cool, fine. But like it would be fun to have that equivalent.
Yeah, I think so. I was calling for this was something that Notch put into Minecraft at the very, very beginning, like the RD phases. Like I'm talking about like before InDev, I believe. Like
Oh,
early. Um Studded leather armor, which he borrowed from Legends of Chambered, a video game he developed in 2001 all the way to 2009 he worked on. And a lot of that stuff carried into Minecraft, which is interesting. And
that is
the
interesting.
studded leather armor, I love the studded leather armor. I thought it looked cool, and I wish you would have kept it in Minecraft because it had the chainmail texture, but to leather over it. I don't know. It looked kind of funny. I thought it looked cool. And I was like, bring that back. Maybe make the studded leather armor have a little bit more durability than regular leather armor.
Yeah, for sure. I think more variety they add puts you more into the role playing aspects of the game. Like being in survival mode and starting with I just have this much and I can only craft this. And then getting studded leather armor feels like a real accomplishment. So I think the more
Mm-hmm.
they could add with variety, the more it helps with like beginning in a survival world. And then as you master it, like where we are now, you could just wear it for flavor. You know, you could just be like, hey, I'm a
Oh
bone
yeah.
armor warrior. I have a bone sword. I made this from killing mobs at night. You know, I think all of that is
I agree.
much for the better. And well, a little tip to the listeners, 'cause I don't know if you ever mentioned this, but um, me and the Dark Lord were huge RuneScape fans when we were very young.
Mm-hmm. Oh
And that was
yes.
uh, always a huge accomplishment to like move up an armor tier, you know? And that
Heck
game
yeah.
is now we know, having played much different RPGs. I won't say better because there's still RuneScape fans out there. That
Yeah, it's
it's a
still
grind.
going.
Oh yeah, it's still going, man. But it's a grind. It's a grindy game, and but it still felt like an accomplishment. So I think it would
Yeah.
be cool just adding more variety. You know, give us a little bit more flavor here and there, um, and just kind of let us customize a bit more. You know.
I 100% agree. Not to deviate too far off, but for variety, I'm a huge proponent that they need to add some more to the food system because to me it's so blasé. It's boring. It's old. It's an old, outdated system. I
Yes.
was talking to somebody. I guess the glowberry was the last edible thing added into Minecraft. I think that was as a new item. That's true, but I remember now the suspicious stew got a new recipe or a new item that or a new fact from, I believe, something the Pill Garden. I can't remember. It was something somewhat
Ah,
recent, but it's a really outdated system. I feel, bro, that Minecraft, like, they don't even really have to add any new foods, even though I'd like to see it. But let's say
yes.
this: you have chocolate, you have cocoa beans, you have milk. Why don't chocolate milk? Maybe that could be
Boom.
something.
Easy.
You know that like an extra health or not health point, but like a hunger, 2 hunger points or something, and some saturation. Or
I agree.
let's
Food
chocolate
vendor
cake.
villagers. Yeah, chocolate cake.
Yes. Yeah, why don't
Yeah,
we? That's actually a great point, bro. Why aren't there food? Why isn't there a food vendor? I mean, we have a
truly.
farmer, I guess.
Butchers. Butchers
A
exist.
butcher would be neat.
We have those, right? With the
Yeah, they do. We do have
yeah.
those. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I forget
But
about them.
I do too, because it's what am I going to trade with him? But I think yeah, like it would make sense role playing wise to like I started a village. They got a tavern, you know, or like a
That would be cool.
restaurant. Yeah, and I agree with you. I think I mean we were talking pre-recording about Red Dead Redemption, and a
Hmm.
big part of that was the foraging. Like when I'm playing Red Dead Redemption 2, I'm stopping and picking plants. Like, you know, it's useful for like brewing potions and stuff, but I agree. Or even the new Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, and Breath of the Wild, they have a really fun. You collect these ingredients and then you throw them in a cooking pot and something comes out. Like, there's never really a wrong
Oh,
answer, but it's fun to play around with. It really engaged me in just like throwing stuff together and like, oh, we'll see what this creates. Or well, what if I add
that's
this?
interesting.
And it's like, oh, it added one more health onto this food item. And I agree with you 100%. I think they could do a lot more with the food rather than you just have your stack of cooked beef and that's the
Yeah.
most optimal thing. You know, it gets a little, I think we're circling the same drain here as far as it feeds into the role playing aspect. You know, if you're like in the woods or you're far from your base and you're like, I got to make camp. What can I eat? You know, it adds a little bit more edge and fun to it. Like I'm really foraging out here and surviving and like eating mushrooms, you know? So
Yeah,
I agree with you.
which you
I think
can
that
in
would
the
be really
game,
fun. You can eat mushrooms, yeah, and
but
you can
why
make
not like?
mushrooms too.
And you can forage like what the sweet berries and things like that, but
Sweet berries
there's
is
not
what I was
much
thinking.
to forage.
No,
And
and that
what I
works.
wanted to, sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm just agreeing with you. Yeah, that works. But I think like being able to take sweet berries and mushrooms and like a bucket of water or a bowl of water and then throwing that into a stove or something, you know? So maybe even like a new type of stove, like a range instead of an oven could be cool. You could add multiple ingredients and then something random pops out or like, you know. Um, but yeah, I agree with you. I think that would be a lot more fun.
Yeah, I do too, and just wish that they would get more inventive with recipes. I mean, they can
Yes.
make a few more recipes with what they have on hand, but another thing I'd really like to see is a new food crop added to the game. Like, let's say corn, or let's say,
Oh,
you know what I mean? What crop would you add to the
yeah.
game?
Yeah, corn is a really good one. That's very interesting. Um, they have potatoes, they have beets.
Mm-hmm.
What would I add? That's interesting. That's a really interesting question. Um,
Yeah, because there's a lot of crops
squash.
out there. I mean,
Squash, I
squash
guess.
would
I
be
think
a
I'm
good
just
one. That could do.
I think I'm just
Squash
thinking
could
of
be,
like
or what?
the three sisters from like native culture
Yeah,
where it's like squash, maize.
we did an episode
Can't
on
remember
that.
the other
Part
one.
one,
Yeah,
pumpkins, folks.
yes. Yeah, go back and listen. Uh, go back and listen to that
But
one
three
clear up
sisters
until this one.
are, yeah, the three sisters were corn, squash, and beans. No,
Yes.
I can't remember what they were
No.
now. I have to
They
listen to
they
my own
grew
episode.
they grew them together and they all fed into each other and it made a really uh fertile uh growth ecosystem, I suppose, for propagating
Corns, beans, and squash.
food.
Nope, it was corns, beans, and squash. I just looked it up.
Cool, nice. Yeah, huge proponent of that. So why not that? Um, garlic,
Or gourds,
dude.
and we could
Why not garlic?
garlic would be cool.
You know, and garlic was
Garlic,
kind of a
and you could use
medieval.
garlic maybe to.
Go on.
Oh, I was going to say you could use the garlic maybe to ward off some things.
Well, to ward off one thing, which would be cool if they added that as a mob, the vampire.
That would be. I don't see Mojang ever doing that, but that would be pretty cool.
No, there's no way.
That would be interesting. There's no
But
way
it
they
would
would
be
add a
interesting.
vampire to the game.
Well, okay, hold
It
on.
would be
What
interesting
about
for sure.
what about as like so on a full moon, we know we get the black cat in a village. Um, what if they had some full moon themed mobs? You know?
A full moon mobs, like werewolves,
Sure.
just ones
Sure.
that came out uniquely for full moons.
Yes, that's more what I'm thinking.
Like I could
Um,
see Yeah, I could see Mojang like trying like making a whole unique creature for that. I would love to see something that only came out during a full moon. The full moon does affect mobs in the game. Did you know that?
I didn't. How does it affect them?
Their frequency, you'll see more monsters during a full moon.
Oh,
Slimes come out
interesting.
more in full moon. I think bats come out more in full moon. Old cats turn, I think, black during full moons. Um, there's some
That's
other
interesting.
things I believe it does. Yeah, I thought it was in my moon episode. I cover it all there, how it affects all the
Ah,
mobs and or some of the mobs and stuff. It is so it does have an effect. But what I like is if they create a unique mob that just spawned during full moons, that would be cool. I think
that's what I was thinking. Like the vampire thing just
that's
led
what
me
I
to the
thought you
path
meant.
of that. Well, yeah, first, but thinking in line with vampire, obviously the werewolf leads to like full moon. We have a full moon in the game. Why not add some unique and cool? Like maybe okay, I'm not gonna leave base at night on a full moon, Like give you a little bit of a sense of danger
Make it
in
horrible.
your yeah, make it spooky and crazy. Uh maybe one of your
Make it so
villagers has
like
a
the
random
difficulty
chance of
level
turning into a
raises.
yeah, that'd be cool. Or yeah, I mean, you said werewolf off the vampire thing, and maybe one of like we know if a villager gets struck by lightning, they turn into a witch. Maybe one of them does
Hmm.
randomly turn into like a mad dog.
That would be
You
wild.
know,
A lot of people in the community, I posted a thing that um, I don't know if you are familiar with him, is
I don't think so.
like one of the head people at Mojang directing this game. And they posted saying that I reposted this on X and it got a lot of attention, but I found out a lot of people hate that effect. They hate that lightning turns things into something different. And I was like, why? I was
Oh
like, I
my
love that. I
God,
think it's so cool. Like
that
they all think it's gimmicky. I said gimmicky. I'm like, that's like original. Like they gave first off, they gave lightning use.
yes,
Um
and gimmicky.
secondly,
It's a
it's
game with
original,
magic and
honestly.
potions. Yeah, it's cool. It's a game with magic and potions, and you can take a block of dirt and build a tower. Like it's
Yeah,
inherently
like
it's inherently made up.
I don't know.
And
People
magical.
were seriously didn't like it. I was just like, this is rather odd to me that people dislike this feature that much. It's that game mechanic. It's to me, I honestly truly love that feature. I love how it turns a pig into a zombie piglin, um,
Oh, that's
and
cool.
and villagers into witches. Yeah,
Yeah, I love
so
that.
I think that's
I love all of
neat.
that. Um, yeah, I love all
I
of
want to
that.
see
It
more
gives you
stuff
like
like that.
a sense of excitement. Like, okay, keeping in the similar vein, uh, we know it rains, but when you're in an icy place, it snows. What about you throw in like some wild yeti or something? Or like, a snow
Mm,
specific
that would be
mob.
cool.
You know what I mean? That's not a variant on the mobs that we have, but like I can only see this in a snowy place. And I know they have like desert specific um I guess zombie mods, and they have like ice
Yeah, the
specific
husk.
zombie mods. Yeah, the husk. But let's just throw in a completely different, you know, like that you could only
People
see in that area.
that there is something that you're like exactly what you're talking about. The community wants to see. It's called the
Hey,
isologer. Um, it's
isolage.
supposed. It was a mob. Yeah, isologer. It's a weird name, but it was it's a mob vote loser. It never made it into the game, but what it did, it lived in the snowy or the icy biomes, and it did something like when you came across like threw ice blocks at you or something.
That's awesome.
And I can't remember what else it did, but it was like some odd illager
That's awesome.
type isolager, or whatever.
Isilager.
Um,
Okay. That would rule.
yeah,
I don't understand. I I can understand why people would want the game to be predictable from what they know and things like that. I just personally am not that type of person. I want it to be fun and exciting and challenging and like strange. It's already strange. It's a strange game, you know? Um,
Yeah, it's a
but
strange
like,
game. That's the appeal to it.
exactly. It reminds me of someone I knew at work who I was talking about Star Wars Rogue One, and he said, no, that one was too realistic. And I'm like, hey, it's got spaceships, it's got aliens. We're way past realistic. Let's have fun with it.
Yeah.
Let's go crazy. Let's have some like specific. I think adding something new mobs that are specific to like full moon or ice storms or desert specific, would be cool. And you could go like seek those out, Sea
Yes, I think
creatures,
that would be really
giant
cool.
sea
And
creatures.
people do want that, and that there's a mob vote loser that was a sea creature that had, I think, a giant tongue that would shoot up and grab you down or something.
Oh, that's awesome. That's
Yeah, it would
awesome.
have been awesome if they put that in the game because the oceans they're doing better. They've added to them since Mounts of Mayhem, but with the Nautilus and Zombie Nautilus. However, I
Yet
will
to get
say
a
this:
Nautilus.
there's a place that needs. Yes, you do. I will say this though, bro. There's a place that deserves grave attention in the overworld. That's like that's completely blank, and that's the sky. All we have are phantoms. That's it.
True.
Parrots don't count because they don't fly above the tree line. So the
True.
sky is just a blank slate. I've thrown out the suggestion. I think even last time you came on the show, the least they could do, just even for night, a little tweak. Guess what? Just make one of those pixels, just the 1 pixel star, just shoot across the sky or something. Like,
That'd be really cool.
I suggested. Yeah, shooting stars would be cool. It'd be so easy. And
I
what
think
about
so.
this? Just add some birds.
Give us birds.
Just a random bird,
Uh,
like clusters of birds.
Well, even
We
like
need bird clusters.
I'm all about bird clusters. Let's go. That is a great suggestion. I think
How
even
about a
walking through
pigeon? Bring.
carrier pigeons. Why not? I think also walking through the woods, bird sound, bird clusters, bird sounds. You know?
Yeah, if you add birds, you have to get bird sounds, and that would add
Yeah.
ambient noise to the woods. That would be beautiful.
And that would be
If
super fun.
anything, it would. If anything, you could make the birds like the bats. They don't have to be. You don't have. They don't have to be interactable. They just
I agree.
are ambient. That's it. They just fly by, and that's it. And then you can have
I agree.
noises.
But
It'd be more atmospheric than anything.
but furthering that, because I agree 100%, we could throw in a bird's nest in a tree. You can get eggs from that. Like, different than a chicken.
That would be
Or
awesome. That
even
would
the
be.
same.
That would be. I like that idea. Wow.
Yeah. And then think about this, like the bees, we have seeds, lure them back to your village. You have a birdhouse, have a bird's nest. You can have birds in your village. Tweeting around,
That would
flying
be
around.
neat.
Right? I agree with you, man. That would be
Birdhouses.
really birdhouses, why not? I mean, shoot. Even a chicken coop would
I
be
like.
nice because my village is so many chickens in parts that I can't walk through it without
I
picking
guess
up
you could
eggs
build your
that I
own
don't
chicken
need.
coop.
Oh, can you? That they will
Yeah, I
like
don't deal with
flock to at
chickens.
night? Well, I'd like it to be like the hive where they
No.
disappear inside of it, and I'm like, I don't have to walk through a bunch of eggs. I can just go collect them from the coop,
That would
But
be cool. That would be cool.
I I think that'd be super
Something.
fun.
Go ahead.
No, I'm just
Something
agreeing.
I
I think
would
that'd be
like to
super
see.
fun, man.
Oh, I do. Yeah, man. Something they need to do, in my opinion, which was a mistake when they did this whole variant thing at the Spring to Life drop last year, was you know how you've seen the variant of chicken, right? Now there's a cold chicken, a warm temperate chicken, and our regular chicken. But
Yes,
if you kill all of them, they all drop the same color, regular white feather. I
yes,
think the feather should be variant dependent. Like cold weather
I agree.
chicken should drop that feather, the end, and you should be able to use feathers to make flies and whatnot for fishing. And you can expand out on fishing because fishing is another one of those systems that is extremely outdated, old, and not fun to play and extremely boring. So it needs to be revamped, in my opinion. And I think that's where I'm tying in the variant dependent drops, and yeah, expand on fishing. And for the cows, like the ones with horns, the
Hmm.
warm weather variant cow, why don't they drop the horn when you slaughter them? They should also have horns that you can collect because there's horns in the game, goat horns. Why can't you use cow horns to blow something?
Wow, I
Um,
agree. Or like a horn to
dude,
collect liquid with.
seriously,
Yeah, I agree. I agree
that
100%. I
yeah,
think the
a
fishing
horn
could
to
be.
collect liquid with.
I think I think the fishing, that's a brilliant idea, and I think the fishing could 100% be added to by adding like flies or bait types. Like
Yes,
maybe we
worms.
know to catch a puffer fish with a sweet berry, you know,
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah. No, that'd be nice.
whatever. Yeah. I think that
Add
would
some
be
skill.
really, really cool. Add some skill, add some thought, add some deeper role playing aspects. Um, I agree. I agree 100% with that. Or even let's go, we got clear water, we've got ice water, we got swamp land, different fish variants for different biomes.
That's
Maybe you can go
honestly,
ice
yeah.
fishing.
I'm kind of shocked they haven't done that yet.
Yeah,
Ice
maybe you can
fishing
go
would be
ice
cool. I
fishing and
guess you
pick up
technically
one
could go
specific
ice.
thing. We could.
True.
That'd actually be really fun. Um, and kind of brings my thought back. I agree with that 100%. Um, kind of brings my thought back full circle since we're talking maybe building an ice shack, which I think we should 100% do and go ice fishing in the world. Um, to the spear again, you and I were planning on something really fun where we're gonna set up a jousting lane,
A tilt yard.
a tilt yard, yes, and we were gonna really play around with the spears and just joust each other. And then I even the other day came up with minecart jousting.
Yeah, that would
We
be
have,
insane.
we have yet to try it. I think we're going to, but that would be really, really
Yeah, no,
fun.
I think we are going to try that. Some minecart jousting will be fun.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to try
Listeners,
that, man.
listeners, if you please take that idea and run with it. If you get to it before we do, let the Dark Lord know, please.
Yes,
I want
please.
I want to see how it goes. Videos, clips, pictures. Um, we both
Hell yeah.
watched A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. I think we were inspired to joust, but the spears are perfect for that. I really love um, the idea of building a tilt yard or doing Minecraft or minecart because that's very Minecraft specific. Like, why not hop in a minecart, fly past each other, and see if we can knock each
Yeah,
other
see
out
who
of the
kills each
minecart?
other.
Yeah, why not?
No,
You know?
I think that'd be awesome. But we'll have to do that, dude. And yeah, plus we've always loved medieval stuff.
Oh
That's what
yeah.
this game pretty much is based in, that age, medieval age.
Yes, which is a huge appeal for me.
If you think about it.
Is a huge
Same
appeal
here.
for
Could you
me.
imagine if they added guns to Minecraft?
Oh, boo.
That
Get
would
out
kill
of
the
here
game,
with that.
honestly.
It would be fun. You know, it just,
No, it wouldn't be fun at
yeah,
all.
no, too easy. Too simple. I could maybe be persuaded on a cannon. Stick a block of iron in one
cannon.
end.
We do have gunpowder.
TNT in there.
That would be
Gunpowder.
pretty awesome.
Like to launch at
Iron.
an illager fortress. Yeah, block of iron in there.
You know, now
Could
that
be
you
cool.
mentioned illagers, we're about 35 minutes. We'll go ahead and end part 1 here today, Sun King.
Right.
Any words to the audience before we end this week's episode? And we'll return next week picking up on this.
Oh, of course. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Sorry I've been absent for a year and a half, but I'm happy to be back, and I'm happy to weigh in on stuff that I'm not qualified to weigh in on.
You're more than qualified to weigh in on this. You played the game, so
there we go.
You know.
All right. I appreciate that.
Anyways,
but no, thank you for
nice to
listening,
have you back
everybody.
on.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
and
bro. Yeah.
listen to next week's episode, and listen to my previous episodes. Catch up on everything we're talking about.
Yes, please. And you can search for those in the search bar provided above wherever you're listening. Just type in Sun King and all those related episodes will pop right up. And I just want to thank you all for joining us today for this week's episode and the return of the Sun King. It's always a pleasure talking with my brother and / artist of Realm News. This upcoming week is going to be part 2, where we're going to leave off on some stuff. I want to bring up some ideas such as odd cities, like cities being put in unusual places, different architecture styles for towns, trading posts perhaps, weather variations such as snow patterns, rain patterns, trees, and some other things. With that said, folks, that's all I have for this week. I thank you all for joining and being part of this amazing episode, and I wish you all happy crafting and great rest of your day. The Dark Lord, signing out.